Hello, y'all. It's Justan with my first ever Destiny guide video. As you guys know, the Guardian games dropped today on April 21st. So, as I was playing this with my friend, we decided to try to find the most efficient way to go about collecting the game's, I guess, bounty system. And one of the big things you need is laurels. So here's a quick guide. I guess a reminder. The exotic ghost shell quest that you get from Ava is account based. It's not character based. So if if you're a hunter main and you decide to do it on your hunter and you get the hunter shell, you can't go back and try to do it on your Titan and try to get it that way. However, I've been told that you can do it, once a week. So the quest for the exotic ghost shell requires you to grab laurels, which is pretty much Gambit modes reskinned with a little emblem. So the other thing that you want to laurels are good for is the quest renowned, or the triumph renowned, and you have to get I don't know the exact number, but it's a lot of them. You can go into braytech.org and you can look up that particular triumph, and you can check to see how much you actually need. So the most efficient way to farm laurels is to load into the Shattered Throne dungeon in the Dreaming City and push your way until you reach the corridor where Shadow Thralls spawn indefinitely, and that becomes your main source of unlimited ads to kill. So I completed about 50% of the triumph on my hunter, and it took or not 50, maybe, I think it was like 29%. So my friend, he was playing Titan, and we soon to realize that it was more efficient for a Titan to get laurels. So when you see in the background gameplay, you see he is dropping a bunch of, or I'm also dropping a bunch of Titan laurels. So if you pick up the laurel that's the same class type as you, so in this particular case I'm playing as my Titan, and I am picking up Titan laurels. So Titan laurels, if they're the same as your class, they count as 3. If you pick up another class's laurel, it counts as 1. So it is beneficial to be the same class. However, as you can see in the background gameplay, I am using Striker Titan, and I think I'm using Top Tree with the Seismic Strike, and I have equipped Unsurmountable Skull Fort. And what happens is that on ability kills, you get that ability back. So you can see me just running back and forth, and I'm just farming laurels back and forth. I'm not a Titan main, so in a second you'll see me just watching my friend do it as the Crash Titan, where you come up from above and you ground slam. So if you're doing this with a friend and you need laurels, it's actually beneficial just to go on your Titan, or go whatever class that you guys be the same class, so that any laurel that your buddy generates, you'll be able to pick it up too. Plus it counts as 3 instead of just 1. The reason why I started off as my hunter is just that I wanted to complete it on my hunter, and he wanted to complete it on his Titan. So you'll see in the background gameplay that I'm just picking up Titan motes, and they are constantly generating. So now I just sit down and relax, and I just want to show you guys a little sped up version of what it really looks like to farm these and how easy it is to grab all these laurels. So I will explore the other classes, but the reason why I'm showing Titan first is that it seems to be the most efficient way because you gain your melee back. There isn't really hunters and warlocks don't really have that same like exotic in their case. So you see, like I start picking up the laurels, and my buddy is actually generating almost the same amount of laurels as I'm picking up. So it's literally just regenerating laurels. It's an easy farm. So yeah, Titans seem to be the most efficient way to pick up. Laurels. So then I switched over to my hunter to try to see, what is the best way to do it. So I went, top tree, Night Stalker with Ophius Rigs, and then I made sure that I had a Demolitionist perk on my grenade launcher. So as you can see, it takes a while to even generate my super, so it's not the most beneficial. Plus, my grenade doesn't, even if I get kills with my Martyr's Retribution, it's not the best way to, farm laurels by yourself. This makes it to be a group activity. So as soon as I pop my super, I throw my grenade, and I just hope for the best. I have to damage them, but not. I have to kill them with the super, not damage them with the super. So you'll see. And as I run over the laurels, I'm just picking up to see what, or just get a base estimate on what is the, I guess, ratio of Titan to Hunter laurels. And Titan laurels win without a doubt. So there seems to be no comparison between that. So then I decided, well, maybe I should go bottom tree Night Stalker to see, if I can get the best, time efficient way to get laurels. So you'll see in the background gameplay that I tried it. It's better than top tree. It's not the most efficient way, but it's a way. With top tree you get about 3/4 of your super bar back if you kill enough enemies, but if you do, it actually regenerates pretty fast, especially if you have your buddy also killing these shadow thralls. So it's beneficial for both of you to time your supers at the same time. But again, Titan just seems to be blowing this. That is the most efficient way to get these laurels. Alright, so now I switched over to the Blade Barrage for the Hunters, just to see what it would be if I had Shards of Galanor equipped, if it would be the same situation as Ophius Rigs, where it just gives me back a certain amount of my super, like 3/4, and as you can see, I forgot to change my class. But after changing and getting my super back, it seems to be, ever since the nerf to these super regenerating exotics, that I only could get so much back. I only could get 3/4 at most, it seems. You'll see in the background gameplay. It does, since it kills, it does seem to be better than Shadow Shot or but in the other sense, I don't have the invisibility to be protective of myself, in case I get swarmed. So you'll see about 3/4 of my super bar, and then I get killed again. It's a little hard to stay alive in that sense. So after doing that for a little bit, I went from 29% completion with my hunter, and I got up to 98% after, testing it out on my Titan and re-showing my hunter. When I jumped over to my Warlock, I had about 96% of the renowned triumph. So I already completed the exotic ghost shell quest before I started recording this video. I totally didn't realize that it was account based. So the way you want to go with this is top tree Nova Bomb with skulls of Dire Alcantara. And then I just threw on as many intellect specs as I could to maximize the amount of super energy return back, or the ability to consistently do my super. So as you can see in the background gameplay, it seems to do the same exact thing of only regenerating about 75% of my super energy back. So yeah, I mean, this is probably the most efficient way to farm Laurels in all of Destiny, I believe. I mean, you could do Escalation Protocol, but then you have, you only have to get X amount of enemies per wave, where this is consistently, returning mobs. I didn't try any of the other Nova Bombs just because this one seemed to work the most, according to my friend. And yeah, it seems to work. And once you get this, I mean, from when I started the quest to right now when I completed the Triumph for Renowned, it must have been less than an hour. So this is an easy way to farm Laurels in this case. Again, you could check braytech.org to get an official number of how many Laurels you need to pick up. But yeah, that is the guide to easily farming Laurels. If you guys like this video, please leave a like, a comment, ways I can improve on these guide videos. This is my first one, so please become be gentle, if you will. And thank you. And if you want more, please subscribe. And thanks.